Greetings once again, Ninja. Duuz-Diz-Din back again with more Naruto Konoha story, the Steam Ninja Scroll. Previously, Mirai has come to a certain village on guard duty for Kakashi and Might Guy during what is essentially a vacation/diplomatic journey, and they've come across a village that has opposing views on how they were founded. Those who love cats and those who love dogs, with our heroes even running into Kiba, a dog lover, and Tamaki, his cat-loving girlfriend. And as events continue to escalate out of control, Mirai decides to get involved in order to quell the trouble in the village, creating what seems to be a fiery demonic entity. Will her plan work, or will it backfire? Join me as I find out, won't you? Alright, Naruto Konoha Story, The Steam Ninja Scrolls, Chapter 6, Asuma and Kurenai, Fire and Illusion. And yeah, that's actually a good point. That is the essence of their abilities, isn't it? So we have the monstrous flaming cat/dog entity appearing above the crowds as the people call out, "A monster!" Mirai thinks to herself, it's a made-up god, but I hope they'll still fall for it. The entity Mirai conjured up speaks, saying, "Children of mankind, cease this futile battle." Ooh, that's gonna be too rough on my throat. I'm not gonna keep doing that. "Children of mankind, cease this futile battle." The people in the crowd call out, "Is it possible? Is that Lord Nenu? Lord Nenu, the third god who protects this land?" You're kidding me. Mirai is in shock, thinking, wait, there's a real god like this? The people say, the god some say dwells between the two hot springs. The entity speaks, "Indeed, it is I. I am called Nenu." And as Mirai speaks through the creature, saying, "Children, cease feuding over the two legends, for both legends are true." And you have shots of Kiba and Tamaki in awe. I mean, it's possible to be convinced by this because the tailed beast exists. It's not just lore and legend or something to be skeptical about. Creatures like this exist. Mirai, through the creature, continues saying, through Nenu, says, "Those who gather upon this land must all join together to bring further prosperity to the village." But this is interrupted by Might Guy just rushing through the crowd on his wheelchair, screaming, "Ah!" Mirai is shocked to see Master Guy as Guy cries out, "You monster!" He manages to get his wheelchair to leap into the air as he calls out, "I won't let you ruin this festival," as somehow, despite being wheelchair bound, he goes in for a flying kick with dynamic entry. Mirai, still speaking through the Nenu conjuration, says, "Stop, Master Guy." The mirage is dissipated through the force of Guy's kick, and as he goes through it, he burns a little bit because of the heat. So she was actually using a combination of both fire and illusionary ninjutsu. That's kind of cool. Guy is burned a little, saying, "Ah, so hot," as the entity explodes in his face. And as Mirai shields her eyes from the explosion, she then slowly opens them to look to see what happened to Guy. She tries to call out to him, but some kind of pillar that was in the middle of all the commotion, I guess, got damaged by Guy's attack, because I guess the Nenu conjuration was in front of it, and Guy hit it with his dynamic entry, like with full force, so the pillar is just cracking and shattering as the people look on, as well as Mirai, and it just utterly shatters, and water sprays out of it. Oh, that was the dividing line between the cat and dog hot springs. Someone calls out, "The dog and cat hot springs are now one!" Mirai thinks to herself, I destroyed the wall. What am I gonna do? No, technically Guy destroyed the wall. I see where this is going. As one of the people in the crowd says, "Oh, it's a message," completely taking Mirai off guard as she says, "Huh?" But someone else chimes in saying, "Yes, this is a sign from Lord Nenu. The two hot springs have become one. The time has come for us to become one too." And everyone just around Mirai just start hugging and just cheering and like, "Yes, it is a new age of prosperity for our village." So silly. I kinda love it though. It's some classic Naruto antics as Mirai stands stunned. Someone puts their hand on her shoulder. Of course, it's Kakashi, who tells her, well, all's well that ends well, I guess. Mirai is shocked by Master Kakashi as she turns away in sadness, saying, but I failed. But Kakashi tells her, I don't think that's true. Look, and he points over to Kiba and Tamaki, who have, I guess, made up and rekindled their love. I will admit, they're kinda cute. Dumb, but cute. Mirai is shocked by what she sees, and Kiba and Tamaki race over to her as she goes over to them, saying, hey, you two? It looks like you've made up. Kiba says, yeah, all thanks to you. And Tamaki saying, thank you, Mirai. Of course, they'd recognize ninjutsu. I'm glad they were fooled by that. I'd just be like, Kiba, buddy, come on. Mirai is taken off guard, saying, huh? You knew it was me? Kiba says, of course I did. Fire and illusion? Asuma and Master Kurenai's signature move. I was Master Kurenai's student after all. He chuckles to himself. It is actually kind of cool. Like a flaming illusion. It would be cool though if she could actually summon a flaming fire cat dog entity. That could have been badass. Oh well. Mirai blushes a little bit at what is essentially a very high compliment, honestly. And as Kiba and Tamaki get ready to head out with their pets, Kiba says, we're heading to the hot springs now. No need to argue over dogs and cats anymore. Yeah, essentially it's essentially one big old inn. And they walk off holding hands, telling them see you later. I will admit, if that is the biggest fight they ever get into, they'll be fine. Mirai and Kakashi wave them off as Mirai says, even when we don't agree on something, eventually there'll come a time when we can understand each other. Kakashi says, just like you and Master Guy, you may have opposite personalities, but Mirai thinks for a second and then looks around realizing, oh, what happened to him? I haven't seen him since the commotion. But then she hears the villagers, oh god, shouting out, you are Lord Nenu's messenger. There is no doubting it. This man is Lord Nenu's messenger. The distinguished man of legend. Guy's just in a daze with all the villagers around just cheering him, saying, let's build a statue of him at this very spot. Oh god. Mirai nervously tells Kakashi they're starting to worship him now. We should go get him and find an inn. If we don't step in, they will build a statue of the distinguished man here. Oh no, I feel like my guy deserves a statue. Kakashi looks around saying, an inn, huh? With these crowds, we might be out of luck. Mirai is shocked, saying, what? After all that, we're going to sleep outside? Kakashi just smiles, saying, yeah, well, we'll manage as long as we have physical stamina and mental fortitude. Mirai starts to cry, saying, no way! What about the hot springs? What about a warm, cozy bed? But then Guy calls out, well said, Kakashi! When you empty your mind of worldly thoughts, even fire feels cool. All we need is physical stamina and mental fortitude. This Master Guy comes rolling up. Mirai questions, physical stamina? Mental fortitude? We talked about that before. Are you telling me both are important after all? She gets all flustered as Kakashi wheels Guy away. Oh, they really did end up sleeping outside, huh? And continuing on the feeling of them being an old married couple, Kakashi and Guy are sleeping right next to each other. Guy's sleeping posture is terrible as he just has his arms and legs sprawled all over Kakashi. Mirai, meanwhile, is looking over the village late that night, thinking to herself, I was told that the man who killed my father was a fanatic in a young religion in the land of steam. Could that cult still be active to this day? The question. Here it is. Here's what I've been waiting for. We see in a cave underneath a waterfall, what I assume the cult of Jashin kneels before what I assume to be their leader, as the mysterious man who kind of looks like Hidan, just a little bit, says, just a little long. Soon the preparations for the ritual will be complete. Yep, that's exactly what I was waiting for. That's why I didn't mind all the silly stuff, which reeks of Naruto filler from back in the day, but I don't mind it. It felt like the classic Naruto filler, which could be good at times. It's just there was so much of it. But this is overall interesting because we know that the power that Hidan showed off was very much real. His immortality was a real thing. And I don't think it's bad to actually explore that. It's like, do more people have that ability? Was Hidan just an outlier? I mean, these people, these immortal beings that just can't die, could there be more of them out there, and how do you stop them? One Hidan was bad enough. Multiple? Ugh. So I'm interested to see where this goes. Again, I know it's been animated in Boruto, but I have not watched most of Boruto. I pop in every now and again for some of the Kawaki based stuff, but that's about it. I keep meaning to watch it in full, but just haven't gotten around to it. But from the looks of things, I'm interested to see where this goes. But let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. How did you feel about that whole little side situation with Kiba and Tamaki and the village? Did you enjoy that, or was that just a little too goofy for you? I could see people going either way, but I definitely want to hear from you. But also remember to like, subscribe, bell, all that good YouTube stuff. And until next time, I've been Duuz-Diz-Din, and I hope to see you in the next video. Till then, bye-bye.